Hello, I'm Dr. Donald McEachran. Basically, I'm the rhythms guy at the School of Biomedical Engineering Science and Health Systems. I study biological rhythms and sleep. I'm a teaching professor with 39 years at Drexel, and I'm also the vice chair of the Faculty Senate. My research is focused on circadian rhythms. These are the near 24-hour rhythms that almost all living organisms express. Now, I focused on those daily rhythms, but here from a graph of some of my work, you can see that other rhythms are associated with those daily rhythms. In this case, this is a female rat in constant conditions showing her daily activity rhythm, as well as expressing her 4-day estrous cycle or sexual or reproductive rhythm as well. See, rhythms interact and are everywhere. Here you can see some of the elements of pharmacokinetics and pharmacodynamics that are known to be rhythmic. So you can see that every target of every pharmaceutical agent is itself rhythmic. And all of the processing systems, the transport systems, the metabolic systems, they're all rhythmic as well. And so to understand any interaction with the human organism, you must understand biological rhythms. So here you can see an example of how the rhythms of the body generate certain types of conditions or symptoms. Here we're looking at the alignment of breathing difficulties in asthmatics with the histamine and epinephrine rhythms of the body. Here you can see the epinephrine rhythm reaches a trough and the histamine rhythm reaches a peak. And when they meet, that is when asthmatics suffer the greatest breathing difficulty. So if you're going to treat an asthmatic, you would want to focus that treatment to be most effective at 4 a.m. when they are most likely to have difficulties. And this can be taken to almost any kind of treatment. Here you can see an animal study done many years ago with cancer chemotherapy, where they are injected mice with leukemia cells, and they are then treating them with a chemotherapy agent. Everything is the same at each data point, except the time when the treatment was given. And yet, at one data point, only 45% of the animals are cured, while at another data point, 92% of the animals are cured. What I'm trying to recruit for is one of my courses, BMES 532, which is Chronobioengineering II, for the summer term, and the CRN is 4125. Now, what this course focuses on are neural oscillations and sleep. And of course, we all need sleep. All right, but what is sleep? Sleep displays certain characteristics, and for human beings, some of these characteristics are expressed in the electroencephalogram, the electromyogram, and the electrooculogram. And here you can see a trace from an individual showing eye movements in something known as rapid eye movement sleep. What does sleep look like? Well, lots of organisms sleep, including some that you wouldn't think fall asleep. For human beings, sleep goes through multiple stages. It goes through various levels of sleep called light sleep, and then to slow wave sleep, and then back up through slow wave sleep and light sleep to REM sleep. It goes through a pattern every night. And what does that pattern mean? What is the pattern? What are the characteristics? And what does this pattern accomplish? Well, that's some of the things that we will talk about in this summer course. All right, how is sleep controlled? Well, sleep has multiple levels of control. That circadian clock that controls the 24-hour pattern, that also influences when and how deeply you sleep. But sleep has a physiological function. You need sleep for your immune system to work properly. You need sleep for your cognitive and emotional well-being. You need sleep to function appropriately and to maintain your life. And we'll talk about how we can improve our individual personal sleep schedules and quality of sleep. Because if you do not sleep well, you begin to deteriorate. Here you can see graphs of increasing reaction time, increasing error in various types of performance metrics as people are kept awake for longer and longer periods of time. In fact, you can see both the circadian clock pattern, these waves in red, and a homeostatic pattern indicating that need for sleep increases the longer you are awake. We will spend this course investigating neural rhythms and investigating sleep so that not only will you understand rhythms in biological organisms, but you will understand the basic elements of sleep and how to improve sleep in your own personal situation. So I encourage you to register for this course.